Hello, beautiful people. I'm very excited and thank you all for engaging in my last video. I felt the love, I felt the support. Thank you. The love was real. Thank you for sharing my video. Thank you for liking and thank you for subscribing. We now have many subscribers to this channel. And like it's all because of you, it's all because of the love you guys are showing me. Thank you so much. And guess what? Today, we'll be having an exciting personality on this channel. And the person is no other than my lovely wedded husband. For my introductory video, I told you that here I'll be sharing about my lifestyle, sharing my journey with you. And I felt the urge to just share about my family. And, my husband is my family. And that's why I'm bringing this part of me to this channel. I hope you're excited about meeting my husband.
Don't play with it, don't be dishonest. Still not understanding.
Welcome back. And here we have the guest, my lovely husband, my lovely wedded. That's what I call him.
Yeah.
Can you do me the honor of introducing yourself to my people, my online community members, my family?
Okay.
Yeah.
A family. My name is Simon Okediji. What else do you want me to say about myself?
Anything you want them to know about
I think,
me?
let's just keep it that way for now. My name is Simon Okediji, and honestly, I'm very excited to be on the show, with you today.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. What do you call it? It feels like a show.
It is a show. If you say it is a show.
Okay.
Yeah. So today we'll just be talking about how we met, just filling you guys in, telling you stories, different stories of how our relationship has been, how we've grown, like for the past 4 years now, I guess.
Yeah, 4 years now.
Yeah, because we met in 2020.
2020, yeah.
Started dating 2020.
During COVID.
Yeah, during COVID. We got married in 2022.
Yeah, 2022.
So 4 years, amazing 4 years. And our relationship has been dotted with long distance, right?
Yeah, there's been a lot of moment of we having to live in different places, especially when we moved to the US.
Yeah, my friend, like one of my friends actually said that I am the mogul of long distance relationship.
Oh, really? That's
Yes.
interesting. That's interesting.
Yeah. So let's just get straight into how we met. So can you share how we met? Let's see if you can remember how you met me.
Of course.
This fine girl.
No doubt about that. You are beautiful. So I remember that we met in 2019 during our service year. I was initially serving in Castina, but long story. I had to leave Castina, then I relocated to Ogun State. Then fortunately, I was posted to Abeokuta South. Then we happened to belong to the same CDS.
Yes.
And I think after my second time of attending the meeting, I became the president. Yeah. So, and I remember the day of election. In our usual character during NYC, she was late. I think you. Oh yeah, so she was late, and I think the person standing at the entrance pointed to me that, oh, that guy is running for president, and also pointed to my opponent that, okay, you have to choose between the two. Then you were handed the ballot paper, and my mind just told me that this girl is going to vote for me. So, and that was the first time of seeing you at the meeting, and I won the election. So that was actually how we.
You already abused me that I usually come late for meetings.
I said, then you have changed. You have changed.
Why you?
Sorry.
This boy, this boy during NYC, it was my CTS president, and I never liked him because he ought as the attendance sheet alone.
Attendance.
Yes. Like, if you don't continue, you will not send attendance. This boy even reported me, oh, and
I never.
and I was punished. I was sent to the secretariat to go and do
Well,
law work
I
like
actually
that.
have defense for.
Like this boy, this boy here. So
I can defend myself. I never reported you.
you did.
I never say.
My name was in that list. That list that I like. Oh, now I cannot even like recall what they call those lists. Is it query list or something like that? I can't remember.
Yeah. So if you missed attendance, if you missed the meeting for a certain number of time,
Yeah.
if you go beyond the threshold, then you'll be queried for your absence.
I was always present.
That was how we got to know each other. We did not talk until COVID broke out.
Yeah.
Then I think there was some time I posted something about COVID and talking about how the government was handling the situation at the time. Then you commented on my status on WhatsApp.
I gave my own 2 cents.
Yeah, so you gave your own 2 cents, and that was when we started talking again. And since then, it has been a non-stop experience.
Yeah. I'm so glad that I met him.
I'm glad I met you too, babe.
And and I started dating. Yeah. So how did you ask me? I was like, how did we start dating? Like I knew that we became friends after commenting on your status. We just started like checking in on each other, and we kept the communication going.
Yeah. So I remember it was around April. Then because we're talking literally every day, we're talking regularly. Then you were doing one job. Then you were volunteering for the government. For the government, and I will always ask you to share your corporate pictures with me, so to say. Yeah, I think
outfit of the day.
What is it?
Outfit of the day.
Yeah, the outfit of the day. Yeah, the way we called it back then. So I asked you out in April, but you never, returned with an answer until I relocated back to Lagos because I was in Ilorin that time. I was in Ilorin then. It was when I moved back to Lagos towards the end of May. And that was when we officially started dating. Because I think the condition for your acceptance that time was that you wanted me to be close. Then you were part of the reasons why I decided to come back to Lagos, and we officially started dating.
God save it that you made that decision. If not, you would have missed out on this fine girl. So, what's your favorite memory of our dating time?
Yeah,
what's that thing that I can never forget?
Well, I don't. The first time, the day you said yes, you actually sent me on an errand, and we were sitting after. So the first time, after saying you accepted, and the next thing was like, hey,
to give context, like we decided to meet
at Unilag.
Yeah, Unilag.
Yeah.
And
your alma mater.
Yeah,
she graduated from Unilag.
So I kept waiting for 2 hours because of traffic or something like
that.
Yeah,
there was traffic.
I arrived late as usual.
Oh, finally! Yeah.
I was 2 hours late, but then he kept to school and it was calm. We just said, oh, don't worry, I'll wait for you. Oh, no, you don't need to worry, So continue.
So we did that, and so she was like, okay, please, I do not like this drink. Can you go to that shop and get me another drink? And we were sitting somewhere, our rendezvous, and I was just like, okay, because I don't want to show my color. So, but I've always been, you count the number. You can't count the number of times you send me on an errand. It's a usual thing, but we don't have to go there on this show.
I am the firstborn, and I have like several siblings. Yeah. So I have this.
You are used to
of sending people
the big mommy,
something like the big mommy thing. So I felt like it was okay to send him on an errand to get me a different drink because I do not like the one he got earlier. Yeah. Our favorite picture together.
Yeah, so
what was your favorite picture with me?
I believe we're gonna be displaying them.
Yeah. And our first picture together.
Yeah, we're gonna be
showing you guys to see how we've grown together. And what's my best color? Let me give you a test to see if My
You
best
never
color.
have any. So it depends on the shape, it depends on the type of the clothes, but you don't really have this so-called best color. So I think it depends on the style of the clothes and the fashion. So I don't think you have any best color.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Are you very
Yeah,
sure?
yeah. You don't. Yeah. But I know you do a lot of going, but you don't really call it your best color.
Yeah, I don't have a best color. I don't do best color thing. I just go with the dress, the code, the one that fits my skin at a particular time. That's
Yeah.
what I do. Yeah. So let's move straight to how we transition from Nigeria to the
And
US
that is a very, very
after our marriage. After our wedding. Sorry.
Yeah, that is a very interesting
Mm-hmm.
phase of our life because I remember we got married on the 21st of May,
Me.
right?
Yeah.
2022. And the next Tuesday, it
Mm-hmm.
was a weekend, and the next Tuesday, I had my visa
Fine.
appointment.
Mm-hmm.
Then I got my visa. Then I traveled on the 4th
Of
of
August.
August 2020. So we just spent like plus or minus 3 months, less than 3 months
Mm-hmm.
together before
Together
I had to
before.
travel.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I think one thing that I really appreciate and go looking back, from the benefit of hindsight is that we made every day, every minute, every hour, every second count.
Yeah, yeah.
Spending more time knowing that we are both traveling, but we know we are going to different states.
Yeah. So, what made you interested in me in the first place?
Yeah, for me, I think it's the vibe. There's a there's a mutuality in the feelings, and also we reciprocate kindness. And you care about me, and also I saw that patience. Especially
Hmm.
when I took my time. Then I was very intentional about knowing you,
Hmm.
so that you have empathy. You are caring.
Hmm.
I mean, there are people can pretend to be caring, but knowing you prior to our dating time, and also during the time after we started dating, I see that nothing really changes. So, and that made me even more serious, after the first few months of dating, because you are so true to you. Yeah.
Okay, so I think that's all about us. So I will just transition into asking you a few questions that I have here.
Okay.
Number one,
Well done.
what's marital advice nobody ever told you that you found out yourself in marriage?
Hmm. That's a deep one.
What's that advice that nobody ever told you about? That no.
Well, people will always advise you that you have to have patience, like wani suru.
Hmm.
But the thing they never told you is that the amount of suru you have to have, the amount of patience that you have to have.
So what do you
So,
mean?
I mean, so you have to, it's something you have to discover for yourself, that there is no limit to patience that you have to have. There's no limit to understanding that you have to have. So I think people are, because I'm surrounded by good people, very kind people, and people who have been able to maintain their relationships for decades, their marriages for decades. They tell you a lot of things, but nobody will be able to accurately tell you the amount of patience you have to have.
Okay.
It is the intensity and the enormity of it. Yeah.
Normative. Okay, that
Yeah.
sounds good. I think it's a common thing now that people on social media will be like, oh, I was looking up to this marriage, but this marriage has failed. Do you have anybody that you're looking up to, like when it comes to marriage, that you want to model your marriage?
To be honest, I,
From?
I have people that I admire. I have people that I admire, but I believe that each marriage, each home has its own dynamics,
Yeah.
and these dynamics are very peculiar to individual family, individual
Mm-hmm.
marriage, individual home. So
Yeah.
it's I think it's going to be very erroneous for you to say, oh, because this marriage failed, then you lose faith. You do not believe in marriage.
Yeah, we have several people now.
Yeah, I believe it's becoming something mainstream that people say that a lot. So there are people that I admire, but I know right from time that no two marriages are built equally. So they are not the same. So what the factors, the dynamics that play out in marriage A is different from the one that plays out in marriage B. So right from
Yes.
time, I've always believed that I will have to work hard, be intentional about making my marriage work. So but there are people that I admire, but I don't necessarily want my marriage to necessarily want my. Of course, there are certain things that I can copy. I say, okay, in terms of they love each other from what we can see outside. The in terms of helping each other, the family members are always there for each other. I may want to model that, but I'm not really using anybody as a model per se. I just have that. You know what I mean? Like being you, your marriage representing what you believe in, and having a marriage that works without necessarily saying that this is exactly how I want my marriage to work because I've seen someone else, do this because you don't know what goes on in people's
Yeah,
marriages. So
yeah, because we don't know what goes on in other people's marriage,
yeah,
and there's this saying that marriage doesn't have manual,
yeah, there's no
so
manual to
you
it.
cannot use marriage aid to say, oh, this is how you want to structure your own marriage to be. It's not
Yeah,
possible. Your manual is your own husband, and
yeah.
your husband is different from that person's husband
Yes,
or your wife either.
there are a lot of
So
dynamics. Yeah,
there are dynamics that come with being married.
yeah.
Yeah, thank you for that. And my next question would be, how would you rate love, understanding, and empathy in marriage? Which one comes first for you? Like what comes
Hey, say that
first?
again. Love,
Love, understanding, and empathy.
love, understanding, and empathy.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm not going to put them in hierarchy.
Why?
Yeah, because they are all
Shouldn't
important.
love come
They are
first?
no, they are equally important. So when you love and you lack understanding, something is amiss. Or when you put love as the primary thing, I think something is amiss. So for me, I do not put them in gradation or in hierarchy. I rather put them in a very linear form in such a way that one is not coming. I mean, they are all important. They have equal
So you're putting
importance in
them
my
on the
heart.
same scale,
On the same scale, they
like
are
50-50-50.
something like that. So everything. So they are equally important
Don't
because
you
I
think
believe
love should
love.
be 75%?
See, of course, we cannot. See, I understand what you're saying. Okay, love is important, right? The same way understanding is important. The same way empathy is important. So
Yeah.
yeah, they all feed into one another. So I'm not gonna be ranking them.
Okay, and that will lead me to this final question.
Okay.
So with this virtual knowledge
Mm.
about like marriage is not what it's like, people saying marriage is not what it's due to probably their personal experiences about their husband cheating or their wife cheating, or probably like different things like different circumstances that might surround that knowledge. What do you think about that? Like what would you say
Hmm.
on that? Yeah, like marriage is not what it probably, oh, I was so in love with this person, I was madly in love with the person, but I never thought that this person could change after we got married.
Hmm.
Because like, we have like several people that change their character, their like attitude after being
I
married.
understand.
Yeah. So
So I feel, and I want to honestly say that I feel sorry for people whose marriages never worked. It's breaks people's heart. It is very heartbreaking when you have so much hope. I don't feel people marry to divorce.
yeah.
People marry, but life happens sometimes, and things just go south, and they are unable to reconcile their differences. But honestly, marriage is sweet. You just have to find the right person, and you have to also know that marriage comes with a lot of, compromises, and people will offend people. It is just in our nature to offend one another.
Yeah.
So, but when people, and honestly, you cannot, because people have experiences that have made them to reach that conclusion. You saying that their experiences do not count is like you are invalidating or delegitimizing their feelings. But all I will just say that people are hurting out there, that God will bring succor to them. But anytime you can try it. Marriage is sweet, love is sweet. It's the best thing, you know.
So
It's the best thing.
you recommend marriage?
I recommend marriage for people who want to marry.
How about people that don't want to marry?
I mean, it's a liberal word, so
Yeah, that's true.
yeah,
Deliver. You
yeah,
can't force
yeah.
what's it's not on people.
There's no point when you force people to marry, and at the end of the
Mhm.
day, it's not what they want, and
Yeah, it
it
doesn't speak
doesn't
to their
work.
value.
So
Yeah.
it doesn't speak to their value. But honestly, for every person of faith, yeah, marriage is very essential, especially if you cannot hold body.
If you cannot hold body,
Yeah,
okay, go and
marriage is
marry.
important.
So
Do it
it's saying
legally.
that if you cannot hold body, you should go and marry. I'm so sorry that we have to end this here. So we're wrapping up this. And before we wrap up finally, I would want my guests to advise my community members, advise them on anything that comes to your mind, anything whatsoever thing that comes to your mind first. Like,
I monetize advice. So, but of course,
monetize advice.
the advice is just that the world is filled with a lot of hate already. We have people not finding life easy. We just say, just be kind to people. Just be
Mhm.
kind. Do not react based on people's actions without getting to know them or without getting to understand why they do certain things. I
Yeah.
feel people are just going out there now with a lot of heart, with a lot of burden in their heart. The only way we can create a lovely society that we all dream of, that we all envisage, is to spread love and to spread kindness. So if there is anything, like, if that sounds like a piece of advice, then that's my advice for the viewers.
I am an advocate for love,
Yeah.
and I know that I agree.
Yeah.
Anything love, count me in.
Love ambassador.
Yes.
Yeah. And I
So
also want to say,
give a shout out.
okay,
Tell
yeah.
them to follow. Tell them to subscribe to my channel.
Before, don't worry, trust me to do the job.
Yes,
Please, please. Yes, you
you
that are
watching this video.
watching this video, please support her. Like this video
Baby girl.
and subsequent videos she's going to be uploading.
Yes.
Please support her, share with your friends, with people in your
Yes.
circle.
Yes.
Subscribe to this channel so that you can
Yes.
see a lot of lovely content that she'll be dishing out on this channel. And thank you for inviting me. I think this is the first time I'm going to be appearing on anything YouTube.
And that's because I'm your wife.
Courtesy of my wife.
Yeah. So bye.
Yeah, bye.